Observance of Mother's Day. Three mothers gave their testimonies on motherhood. We present Mrs. Josephine Silly, a 101-year-old mother from the Good Shepherd Parish in Babonneau, her daughter-in-law, Mrs. Gwendolyn Silly, and Mrs. Simona Jabatis of the St. Anthony of Padua Parish, Canaries.
I'm Josephine Silly, but before I was Eunice Emmanuel, because I have Eunice as well. I am 101. I born in January 15, 1920. I raised with a grandmother and a grandfather, because when my mother went to French Guiana, Cayenne, she left me. I was 6 months, I think it's 6 months. And I raised with a grandmother and I raised with good understanding and manners. She didn't want me to go at nobody's home and ask for nothing and look for nothing. When you at somebody's home, 11 o'clock, come back home. Do not stay for the people's food, because tomorrow they will reproach you. When I made my first communion, I was 7 years old and confirmed the same year. I remember that very well. It was the priest was Father Bisson, a white priest. And it's there I went to school, walked from 1 year to Grozidet every day to school. That's why I have so much cramp nowadays. All these are cramp at night. Well, what to do? I'm there by God's grace, and it's prayer that helping me. I'm praying for everybody, everyone and all. If I was not praying, I wouldn't be as I am. Even the doctor the other day asking me at Babonneau when I went to see, Mrs. Silly, Josephine Silly, what you eating, what you drinking? You mean to tell me you're in your 90s and you're better than the 60s? Children, when I came to Gara, they're older than me, and a lot of them died already, and I still there, die myself. I alone here. I had my grandchildren that was sleeping with me. Sometimes they come, sometimes they not come. And it's prayer that helping me. It's prayer. This money I was living is when I married, I came to Gara. And my husband died in 67, I think. When he died, he left me with 7 children. And it was not a day like today. And from up to now, I never go at nobody's home and ask for nothing. And I gave a lot of people that advice. What you have, do with it. What you don't have, do without it. I was a seamstress. I was sewing at the age of 18 years. And it's after I sewed, I got married. And I married in 1942 at Grozilet. 4 boys and 1 daughter. I have a daughter at Beauséjour. She's, Florence, that's her name. Florence Hensville at Beauséjour. And I have 4 boys. I had one in the States, they call Stephen. And I had Kaken, Steve, Leroy, George Seeley. He was a teacher at Babonneau a long time ago. George Seeley. But I got everything and it is up to, if I need to longtemps, not any Mother's Day. Not any Mother's Day. Avec ces Babonneau la messe la fête. Avec les my favorite. The first reading. Matan la même on ka clap. Because I don't make no mistake. I know full stop, I know semicolon, I know commas. I reading without my glasses. And I made free surgery in my eyes already. 2 in St. Lucia and 1 in Miami. Because I had a daughter that was in Miami, but she died already. She buried in that cemetery there. Well, say Ishla, say ni yo pani kom keep fale, but you can get him, you can help me kon yo pay. Sa yo pay, sa yo sa fe ba mo, yo ka fe ba mo. Yes, ek mwen ka aprese yo si tou, mwen menm sa ni, an moun ka vi naturellement, iba mwen an bag manje. Le mwen ka kouye yo vini, yon pa yon, mwen ka separe, mwen ka bayo ade. Inisa kindiya ki baka buy pièce. But I'm not greedy. Baka busco me. Me mago was. Le konso de vinisi ak mo panya ye mo buy so sa kafe malape. Mama moi c'est pas mon qui dérespectable. Bani mochi baket mo sa yo baka faire mon pièce en rien di mal. Ma pani en ka di yo. Ma pani en ka di yo. You baka faire moi. Very nice with me. Very nice with me. They're looking at me as they can. 101 is not 21.
My name is Gwendolyn Seeley. I'm married to George Seeley. That's Marodni's son. And I've been here since 2019. I like St. Lucia, and I'm planning on spending the rest of my life here. I live in the States for almost 40 years, and I couldn't wait to come here to live, to experience the sun on my skin again. I'm from Dominica. I mean, I know all about it, but it's at my age right now, it's a different experience. I have 3 children, Gemma, Tracy, Alvin. Tracy, well, the 3 of them are in the States right now. Tracy lives in France, and she and her husband are in the States. They are lovely children. I mean, you cannot have better children. They are smart, they are responsible, they are just what anyone could have as their children. Motherhood is it's like an artwork. The responsibility, it's hard to be a mother, but it's also an experience that you've never had in your life. This is something that everyone should experience. Going through childbirth is another story. But to summarize it all, it's wonderful to be a mother. You know that you have lives in your own life. You have people that you carry for 9 months. There is no explanation. You see, at my age right now, I wish I had more. It's meaning I didn't want no more than one, but I'm happy that I have 3. It's plenty, but to have children in your life is very, very important. It's nothing that a mother can do without. My mothers, please be mindful, be respectful of your children so you can get that back in return. You have to be respectful. You have to be mindful. You have to be an overseer to your children. I know that some children go astray, whether you bring them up to be good people or not. But what I'm saying is just do your best and teach them. Start at an early age, because when they get to 10 years old, they've already experienced the world and they have their own agenda. Especially starting school age, the influence is tremendous. So what I'm saying to a mother is to just be mindful, be courageous and just be there for your child. Listen to what they have to say, and then you can correct them. And I wish every mother a happy and peaceful, enjoyable life and extended life. And just do the right thing. You will be on the right track. Thank you.
I am Simona Jean-Baptiste, and I have 3 children, age ranging from 12 to 28. They are 8 years apart, 3 beautiful children, and I feel blessed to have them. And as a Catholic parent, I believe that motherhood is the same for every mother and should be the same for every mother. It is also a challenge, especially with nurturing your children and their mates out there, classmates and peers, make it very difficult for you as a parent to bring up your children. Nonetheless, I believe as a mother, my responsibility is to respect my children. Another responsibility would be to nurture, to love, and most of all, to serve my children. And I was a mother at the age of 22, biological mother, but looking at those qualities, I realized that I became a mother at 16 when I started the teaching profession. And then these responsibilities that I have to my biological children, I give them to the children who are interested in life. So as a Catholic parent, I think nurturing, respecting, serving, and loving, that is what parents should do, especially mothers with children. I really want to live out there with mothers especially, is to never curse your children. Always bless them and pray for them. And love your children, but don't spoil them. Remember that.